Okay, good morning or good afternoon. So today we're going to continue with the percentage, particularly markup. So before we start, let's be oriented with the initials of the following terms. Let's start with RM. RM means rate of a rate of a rate of markup. Next, MA. MA means markup amount. Next one, we have C is for cost. Yan. Next, we have um, SP for selling. Okay, selling price. We have um, I think this is all. They have rate of markup RM, markup amount MA, cost T, selling price SP. Okay, so these are the initials for our for the terms in the formula. So this is how we're going to use. So I'm not going to spell out the terms, no. So I'm going to use their initials. Okay. So let's start. Okay, first problem. Let's read. A retailer buys a bicycle for from the manufacturer for 200 pesos. They want to make a profit of 50 pesos on each bike. What is the rate of markup based on the cost? So the problem wants us to find the rate of markup based on the cost. So we have here a manufacturer a retailer who buys a bicycle, no, for 200 pesos, and they want to make a profit of 50 pesos. So here we want here, no, to find the the following terms. So basically, no, may clue na tayo dito. The first clue that we have is the rate of markup. So they want us to find the rate of markup. So let's look on the formula on the rate of markup based on the PowerPoint that I send you on your Quipper accounts. So we only have the formula for markup. We have only one formula for markup. Okay, that is rate of markup is equals to the markup amount and divided by the cost. So let's understand carefully where is the markup amount and the cost. So basically, the cost is the 200 pesos because uh, meaning ng cost is the price of the item when you buy it, no, or the original price, no, of the item. Then so that is our cost. So let's write it as our given directly. Our cost is 200 pesos. And then, what is our markup amount? Okay, always start with the given, okay? So our markup amount is, okay, basically, ang gusto nila is they want to make a profit of 50 pesos. So, meaning, from the cost of 200, they want to sell it as 250 pesos. Kasi um, they want the, ano man, they want the, um, no, they want the bike, no, they want the profit from selling the bike, no, which is 50. So that is our markup amount, the 50. Yan, 50 pesos. Yan. So from this given, we can now solve our rate of markup. So rate of markup. Next, we have markup amount divided by the cost. So rate of markup, I will not repeat that one. Our markup amount is 50. I will not write the peso unit symbol peso, no, or the peso sign. Next, what is our cost? That is 200. Let's divide that one. We have 25%. I mean, sorry. That is 0.25. Now, the question is rate of markup. We are going to find the rate. So, pag sinabi natin rate, that is the final answer. Okay, the final answer must be, must have, no? Must have a percent symbol. Ayan, percent symbol. Ganyan ko na lang, no? Para mas mabilis tayo. So, percent symbol. So, how do we make 0.25 as percent? So, just simply multiply it by 100. 0.25 times 100. Okay, or convert it. We know the conversion of this one. This will become 25%. So that is our rate of markup. Yan. So let's repeat. Retailers buys a bicycle. Okay, buys a bicycle from a manufacturer for 200 pesos, and they want to make a profit, no, of 50 pesos on each bike. So what the markup, no, rate of markup is 25%. Okay, we use the formula rate of markup is equals to markup amount divided by the cost. So you have we're done with our first problem. Okay, next problem. For the second problem, we have here a bookstore purchase a novel from the publisher for 15 pesos. The supply applies a 40% rate of markup, or in decimal that is 0.4 or 0.40, no? On the cost to cover expenses and profit. What is the markup amount? Okay. The problem wants us to find the markup amount. So we have remaining given here, which is the 15 pesos and the 40%. Basically, on the statement, there there's this statement here that the 40% is our rate of markup, and obviously that is the rate of markup because of the percent symbol. Now, let's try to look on the formula from the PowerPoint that I sent you. The only formula there that has um, a markup amount, we have two. Markup amount is equals to rate of markup times the cost, and we have another formula which is markup amount is equals to selling price minus cost. Now let's understand which of the two formula we're going to use. Okay. I will repeat it. Markup is equals to the selling price minus the cost, the other formula. Now, which of these formula are we going to use? Or which of this formula are we going to use? Which one of this formula are we going to use? So let's analyze the problem. A bookstore purchase, meaning they bought, no? They bought the a novel, no? Or it's a book, no? Basically, that is a book. In general term, that is a book. So they buy a book, no? Or they purchase, buy, the same. They are just the same. They buy a book worth 15 pesos. They want, no? Once they sell the book, they want a 40% markup. So what does 15 pesos means here? Basically, that is the cost. So in our given, so this is basically the cost. And obviously, this is the rate of markup. So which of the formula here, okay, are we going to use? So which one of this formula are we going to use? Basically, are we going to use is this one. Okay? Yan. So I will erase muna so that the screen are clear. Screen is clear. Okay. So let's go back. So the formula that we're going to use is markup amount is equals to rate of markup times the cost. Next, write the given. What is our given? Our given is rate of markup, which is 40%, and our cost is 15 pesos. Now, let's solve. Rate of markup, markup amount is equals to rate of markup times the cost. Okay, let me fix it. Times the cost. Then 40% times 15. So the answer is, or we can convert this 40% to 0.40 based on the problem times 15. O, pwede naman ganyan. So we have the markup amount of 6, okay, which is this. We have the markup amount of 6 pesos. So again, let's read. So a bookstore purchased a novel from a publisher for 15 pesos and they want, no, to apply a 40% rate of markup, 40% rate of markup for their expenses in profit, no. So they want, so the markup, no, the markup amount is 6 pesos. Yan. That is yan, 6 pesos the markup amount. Next, third problem. An electronic store has a markup amount of 120 pesos on a new smartphone. Yan, we have our first clue now. If the standard rate of markup on this category is 30%, what was the original cost of the smartphone? Now, they want us to find the original cost of the smartphone. So the original cost, basically the cost, and markup amount here is our our first clue. And the second one is the rate of markup, which is the 30%. So let's be careful, no? Kahit we don't saw this clue on the problem, on our problem, we should understand, no? So let's remove it. I will read it, but I will remove the clue. An electronic store has or um increase the amount to 120 on a smartphone. Let's say that one, no? You want to increase the amount to 120. If or electronic store sells smartphone cost 120 pesos. If the standard rate, no, or if their um increase rate is 30%, no, ayan. So what is the original cost? Let's say ganun yung problem, no, walang mga ano. So we should understand carefully the problem. Yan. So we have here original cost. So on the formula, meron din tayong dalawang formula for the cost. Cost is equals to markup amount divided by the rate of markup, and we have the cost, which is the selling price minus the markup amount. So let's see which one of this formula are we going to use in order to solve this problem. As we can see, obviously, we're going to use this one because it has markup amount and rate of markup compared to the other one which only has selling price. And also, it has no rate of markup that we want. So we should be familiarized with our formula and how those formula function, no? Or which formula are we going to use in a particular problem. So all the formulas that I gave you as an example, na 1 to 6. This is 1 to 6 example. So again, our given. Okay, by the way, our formula, the formula that we're going to use is C is equals to markup amount divided by the rate of markup, which is our given. So in our given, we have here markup amount is equals to 120 pesos. And then our rate of markup is 30% or 0.30. Next, let's solve cost. Sobrang laki na. Cost is equals to markup amount divided by the rate of markup. So we have here 120 divided by 0.30 or 30% muna kasi nga yun yung naka-indicate doon. Pero pwede naman 0. Ano, no? Or 120 over 0.30. Parehas lang naman yun kung sa calculator tayo. Then we have the cost is okay, 400 pesos. Ayan. So the electronic store, no? Has the markup amount of 120 on a new smartphone. So 120 daw yung dagdag sa presyo nila. And if the category, no, under that category, no, the standard category nila ng pag-angat nila ng presyo is 30%. So we have here the original cost of the price is 400 pesos. Ayan. So I know the problem is not no not in real life, no, because 120 smartphone, wala namang 120 smartphone, but um I will use smaller numbers so that I could compute it easily and we could follow. But it will give us the same answer din naman if a different value. Okay, for the fourth problem, a furniture store sells a dining table for 850 pesos. The store originally bought the table from the wholesaler for 500 pesos. What is the markup amount? So, ito. Dito tayo, yung formula natin. Before pala mag-discuss ng formula, let's analyze muna. So first, they want us to, the problem wants us to find the markup amount. As we can see here, so a furniture store daw, ikaw daw, bumili ka sa furniture store, no? Or binebenta mo, ikaw yung may-ari ng store, binebenta mo yung table for 850 pesos. Pero, nung binili mo siya, no? The store originally bought the table. Yung binili mo siya from the seller, kasi ikaw yung reseller, di ba? Kasi ikaw yun yung reseller dito, no? Originally, nabili mo yung table worth, no? O from the wholesale, ibig sabihin ng wholesale class is um, maramihan yung pag-buy, no? For example, uh, yung isang t-shirt cost 50 pesos, 500. Pag bumili ka ng tatlo, ang cost ng tatlo magre-reduce. Let's say for example, individual yung individual na price, no, ay isang t-shirt na lang magko-cost na lang siya ng 400 ganyan. No, yan yung wholesale. So para bali babawas siya ng price mo, para may discount siya ganyan, no. But that is not literally discount, no. That is the idea of wholesale. The wholesale is nakadepende na kasi din yan siya. Then, so I hope we understand what is a wholesaler. Hindi yan siya tao ha, kundi that is a term used for selling no item. Ayan. So, yun. So we have here 850 and 500 pesos. What is that? So again, the word sells here is our first clue. Sell means they want to sell it for 850. So basically that is a selling price. Now, ang store daw, they bought it from the wholesaler which is 500 pesos. So that is the cost. The cost from buying the furniture store buys the table for 500 but selling it for 850. So, syempre, meron tayong dalawang formula for markup. And obviously, yung isa yung pipiliin natin. Yung markup amount is equals to selling price minus the cost. Bakit? Kasi yung isa may percent, no? Rate of markup which is wala naman tayo dito. So we're going to use this one. So given natin, always put a given. The given is um selling price which is 850 pesos and we have the cost which is 500 pesos. Ayan. Now let's solve. So let's try to solve. The markup amount is equals to the selling price minus the cost. Then we have here 850 pesos minus the 500 which is our cost. And we have here the markup amount which is the 350 pesos. Ayan. So yun lang. So that's the answer. Diba? Simple lang. So basically, no, the furniture stores are gaining a profit worth of 350 pesos, no, from their capital na 500, no? Capital pa din naman yun kasi yun yung ginamit pambili, no? So, from 500 pesos na bili nila, binenta nila for 850 and they gain 350 as a sale or a revenue. Yan. Okay. For the fifth problem, so a baker makes a custom wedding cake. The total cost of the ingredients in the labor is 140. The baker wants to add up a markup amount of 105 for profit. Ayan. What should be the final selling price of the cake? So, selling price, sa formula natin, isa lang yung selling price. So, basically, this is a selling price problem, which is, the formula is markup amount plus the cost. So, directly na ako, hindi na ako magsulat kasi nga, selling price na agad yun. Isa lang naman talaga. Alamin na lang natin kung saan si markup amount and si cost. Okay. So, we have here, okay, ayun, may total cost na pala. So, we have the total cost here, which is 145 pesos. No, there are another term for total cost. You can search on the internet. Yung another term, no? Yan. Next is the cost. Sorry. Mali pala ako. Baliktad pala, sorry. The markup amount is ito pala, 105 pesos. And the cost is 145 pesos. And based on the formula, markup amount plus cost, okay, simply add it 105 plus 145. We have here 250 for the selling price. So the price of the wedding cake is 250. No? Yun. So let's read the problem again. A baker makes a custom wedding cake. So the total cost of the ingredients and the labor is 145 pesos. So they want to add, no, they add, no, 105 for their profit at the same time. Yun yung markup nila. So they sell the wedding cake, no, for 250 pesos. I forgot the peso sign. Yan. For the last problem, a clothing boutique sells a designer winter jacket for 250 pesos. If the boutique's markup amount on the jacket is 90 pesos, how much did the jacket originally cost? So, cost yung hinahanap natin dito, mayroon tayong dalawa, pero yung isa may markup, rate of markup, yung isa wala. So, yun yung gagamitin natin. At ano yun? We have selling price minus the markup amount. So, we have the given selling price natin. So, yung selling price daw, so, ayun na nga, ito, which is 250 pesos. Ayan. So, may winter pala dito sa sa Pilipinas. Then, we have here the markup amount, which is ito. And that is 90 pesos. So, based on the formula, selling price minus markup rate, markup amount, sorry. Selling price minus markup amount. So, subtract lang natin, 250 minus 90, we will have 160 as our cost. So, from 100, no, the boutique, no, they buy the winter jacket, no, that costs 160. Ayan, 160. And they selling it for 250. So, they have a profit or markup na 90 pesos. Yan. So, that's all. That's all 6 problems. So, I hope you learned something. And make sure, no, to find problem like this on the internet. No, you can use AI, no, to create many problems like this one, and then try to answer it, try to solve it as your practice, no? If you want to practice more, practice and practice this one. So this is very easy. We have the formula. Use that formula. Okay. So